First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. Let's go now.
A loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now again, right side. Parker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught by Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
70 Indy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
Pick that.
But it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? And In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go! 18 Gator! Come on, let's go!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop. Ready?
Now it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's like I switched my controller. It died.
Receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it now out of the goal. And he takes it to in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come back to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch.
Should be running the clock, sir.
Ball up to the 35 now.
I don't know why that's a stop.
1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady uncorks one for Dave. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Brady being chased out left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marcel Aitman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Peace as it looks away. Going to be taken in the end zone. Stopped for the ultimate big win of the second taken today. That's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your side of the field. What are you doing here, Coach?
interception, so maybe a second half tone starter.
Indeed, and not the time they wanted to say. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into the field instead of running out onto the field. A real D for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, stories of teams actually doing that in the olden days.
They go 0. He's late for the taking of that one. I think it means he wants to take it.
He doesn't want to take it. He doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for it. He's coming at you anyway.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And Jones has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's built. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, zoom. Big grip. Big grip.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on.
That's a great game.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the score that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Stay up.
But the beauty is, the balance that they've created sets opens up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they have taken the lead.
Oh, got it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I do. I gotta go to the kicking mini camp.
Now to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On 1st down, Parker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 down. Roethlisberger. And he's got Shockey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking left side.
Oh,
It's complete.
shitting me?
Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, catch it.
It'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, team six, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready? 94.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first
go.
down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point.
I know, extra points aren't a
We
gimme.
are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
Yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Brady hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Off the screen.
50.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Safety screaming.
To throw is Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, ball 66.
Now Brady. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
Oh my God.
2 seconds left on the clock.
He would have been in field goal range. Or at least had an attempt. Wow.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Push him back. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Uncorks one for Davis. And no, it's incomplete. complete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if
is this 2009 rules? It should be.
Win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
Oh, fuck.
And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On second down now, it's Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mike, wait, 20.
Mike, let's go, D. Check 26, check 26.
First and 10. Here's Brady.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking long for Thomas.
Ooh.
But it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. Our statistician to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, I 7. 5.
Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? And this one
Come on, hold on to it.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score.
Damn.
Touchdown, Vikings. Great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
GG's, Dave.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will
GG's
head
in the
back
chat.
home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, 4-2 on the year.
Damn,
And they'll
what
get
a
a chance to
game.
redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Greg Jennings, 89, drops the ball, doesn't put the team on his back.